For those that live in some part of Africa, you might not just relate to today's topic, but I want you to stay with me because it is very important and impactful as well. You see, for us that live in Africa, our climate or weather does not want us to install heaters in our houses. But in a country like Lesotho, people would actually want to install heater in their houses. Before then, when there was no heater, people in Lesotho would actually stay in places where it's dry or wet in order to be free from the coldness. But those out of Africa, those people that live out of African continents like America, Europe, Asia, they would have to migrate. So in the 19th centuries, people actually migrated from one country to another or from one continent to another. Why were they migrating? Because in months or in around the month of November, December, that is when they that in fact that is when it snows in Europe or in America or even Asia. It snows during that period, and people literally die during that time because there was no heater. There was nothing like that. It was really, really cold. So people were dying. What do? They use wood. They will go out, get blocks of wood, and light a fire, and that is it. Before you know it, the house is warm. But you see, that made people not to sleep for long hours. Because imagine in a house where you guys are five of you, so and it snows, right? You have to go out, put wood, light the fire for it to continue to keep the house warm. And in less than 2 hours, that wood is gone, like it's finished. Someone needs to get up and put another wood. So people wouldn't sleep for long hours. And imagine women who just gave birth to children. They have to put their children to sleep in freezing rooms. That is crazy. But guess what? Everything changes when a 21-year-old black woman created and patented a revolutionary heating system that just uses natural gas and air ducts to distribute heat throughout the building. That transformed lives. Alice was born in New Jersey, and growing up as a child, life wasn't comfortable for her. She watched moms put their children to sleep in freezing bedrooms, and the children could not live for too long. They died. And then she said to herself, something better can be done. So in 1919, she became the first person on earth to create a heater that could save thousands of lives. You see, her design allowed warm heat to move through pipes, dogs warming multiple rooms all at once instead of firewood. It was safer, smarter, and was far ahead of time. Thanks to her, her invention paved the way for central heating system. But Alice wasn't just an inventor. She was a black woman that dared to dream, that dared to be different. I mean, in the 20th century, women were not regarded as something. They were not regarded as humans. Talk less of you being a black woman for that situation. And after creating this, you would think she should be celebrated. She should be recognized, put in history textbooks, right? But no, not in America. Rather, they used her product. They studied her product and went ahead to create the central heating system and then tell the world a white person did this. I bet you did not know that it was a black person that actually created a heater. With Alice, innovation does not come from one race. It does not come from one generation, and it does not come from one gender. Great ideas come from those who actually sit down and dream of a better world. Those who dare to be different. You go out there and dare to be different. Say her name, Alice H. Parker. I hope you've learned something today. See you on the next video.